vacation. Every
How's it going?
Hi, Stacy.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to make sure I can share something the right way. I don't know. So don't mind me.
Don't mind my snoring dog. Holy
Hey, everybody.
No. Hi, Tabitha.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Doing well. Pandemic surviving. Y'all?
Know it well.
Yeah, good. Looks like everybody's getting on.
Hey, Tab.
Hey. Who said that? I'm going to put
It was
on
Anna.
speak.
Trying to
Hey,
Here we go.
Anna.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hi guys, it's Denise. Good to see you.
Denise, how's the
Hey,
beach?
Denise.
I got a little too much sun today, so it's good I had to come in right now.
Good.
That's awesome. I love that about being at the beach sometimes, not too much.
Right, exactly. I'll be way more careful tomorrow, but I was hanging out in the waves a lot because they're fun because of the storm that is going to miss us, but it's still
Oh, goodness.
a lot of
It
waves.
was like the swell was larger than normal. Are you in the Gulf? Yeah.
Yes, Port A.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so awesome. Eat some pineapple. I feel like that the bromelain in there kind of brings down the inflammation.
Oh my God, you're so smart.
I don't know. It's probably just a story I have in my head, but I'm
No, it's
like,
true.
Oh, I love it. I will.
it helps, I feel like. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is our third virtual
Zoom.
meeting. Yeah. So nutty. I'm ready to, wrap
know.
this pandemic up and hug everyone. Yeah. I'm
I know,
still
especially at Camp Lucy. That would have been
amazing. Yeah.
I know next time, if we ever have to do this again, let's choose a really ugly location so that when we have to cancel, it's like, oh, it's fine. I wouldn't
We
really
don't
want to
feel
go to that
bad.
gymnasium anyway.
Yeah, totally. Gymnasium. I love it.
I was just reading that you have that the Hurricane Ida. That's awful.
I think it's gonna miss us, but it's hitting,
In
I think,
Alabama?
Louisiana. Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's hitting
Louisiana,
tons of people.
Alabama. That's
Yeah.
awful.
it is
15
awful.
years to the day since Hurricane Katrina.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, same weekend.
Oh
Wow.
no. I remember I moved to Texas during that period. And it's just I'm still in England and I was looking at the news before I came on and I was like, oh my gosh, so much is going on. It's terrible. Terrible.
Kim, what time is it there? I always have to really think about it.
It's 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
It's so nice of you to come. Thank you.
I'm excited to be here. It's nice to not be down in the hotel running it. Oh my gosh, it's been so fun.
Yeah.
The problem that we're having in Texas with finding hospitality people, it's the same in England, and I have 0 managers. So I don't have a F&B manager, a restaurant manager. I don't have a GM. I don't have a front of house manager. I don't have a housekeeping manager. I don't have any management whatsoever. I have staff, but no one is a manager there. And case in point, our fire alarm went off in the hotel, and it's like a 4-story hotel. So there's a wedding going on. They don't know how to turn off the alarm.
Dang,
Oh my God.
that's too much.
And it was because the fire alarm goes off with the steam from a shower. This was like steam from a dryer. It's so interesting. I'm learning so much. It's so much fun.
That's a good way to think about it.
I have an opportunity to be great here.
And I'm sure you'll step up to the challenge.
exactly. It's so much fun. Anyway, it's great to be here.
We're so glad to see you. So I'm just going to give everybody a few minutes, and so everybody can just keep chatting, and then we'll start the meeting. Let's give it a few minutes just because I think people will probably still join for a few more minutes.
How are you, Tab?
I'm doing great. How are you, Steph?
Good. Just got in the door from our little weekend trip, so I'm like, get into a chair. So good.
Where did y'all go, Stephanie?
It's my father-in-law's 80th birthday, and so we went out to this ranch on the Pedernales for a couple of days, and it's a true Texas experience. I actually shot my first gun this weekend. Never done that before.
Wow.
Yeah, we swam in the river, and it was just awesome. Completely unplugged.
Fun.
Yeah. So.
Gina, have you moved back to Austin, or are you just going to pop in and do some freelance work?
I have not moved back. I will be working remotely, but I'll be spending a lot more time in Austin.
Well, that's so yay! We're delighted. We're so thrilled. And you doing okay?
Yeah, we just had a long weekend in Savannah, which was beautiful. I'd never been. I know, it was our anniversary, and it was fun. We ate at the Gray. Oh my God.
Okay.
It was so amazing. I swear to God, it was the best meal that I've had in years at a restaurant. So
Wow,
it was,
what a compliment.
I know.
That was our book club selection here for La Dame about what, a couple of months ago or something like that. We studied that book. It was great.
Yeah. And I met Chef Mashama, and she's super nice. It was at the end of the night, but hopefully she'll maybe come and do a wine and dine dinner with the Alliance. So, because hopefully, fingers crossed, she's going to open one in Austin.
Whoa, okay. But it'll be a different restaurant because it won't have that same history, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Greyhound station in Austin is kind of gross, so I doubt that they'll be using that. But the one in Savannah was beautiful.
Now.
Yeah. But
she's scheduled to open here in January.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, yeah. Everybody's getting on. Wow, look at all these beautiful faces. I love it. Okay, let's give it 2 more minutes. But look how many people are here, and look how many of our new DOMs are here. Y'all, we have 30 new DOMs this year. That's amazing.
That's fabulous.
It's so great. It's so great. Oh. Oh, hey everybody. Okay. Yeah, let's just, everybody, I'm gonna have a sip of water.
Hey, Stacey, I think it was a good idea to move this virtually, as much as I miss us all getting together physically with the spike and the heat and things in the end of August. This was probably a smart decision.
Yeah, it seems like it might be a little crazy to do it in person right now.
Right. And so, and if we're wearing masks, then what have we done? At least we can see our faces here.
I know.
Yeah.
I think that we would all want to be hugging on each other.
And eating.
Yeah.
And eating.
That's my I'm feeling really I'm hugging people with masks on if I know they're vaccinated, which is my way of dealing with the desire to have physical contact with all the people I love. But it's definitely not a perfect system, is it?
No, it's not. And it came back too soon. I was prepared for a spike, but not this soon.
Agreed. Okay. I'd like to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Thanks everybody for coming. Wow, so many people. So the first thing I am going to go over, or I'm just going to say welcome everyone. And I'm so glad you made time to join us this afternoon. The first thing we're going to go over is the state of our chapter, which currently, let's see. The state of our chapter, we have 123 active members.
Wow.
This year, I know it's a big number, right? This year, we have funded $22,000 worth of scholarships, which I think is pretty amazing. I'm so happy that we've been able to do that with COVID. What a gift. And we did award 10 scholarships, as everyone can see. And I'm sure everyone is just looking at this. I think we all just want to find a way to be involved this year so that we can continue to grow and build and be involved. And we're going to do some fundraising. Our fundraising committee has been working super hard to earn money or raise money during the pandemic. And we have goals of being more inclusive, and we are looking for ways to support women financially. So our next thing we're going to cover is philanthropy, and I'm going to introduce Stephanie McClenny in just a moment. But first, I'm going to talk about the food run. So every week, as so many of the DOMs that have been around know, every week we have, for all 15 plus years, gone and picked up coals. We used to do it with Wheatsville. Now we do it with we used to do it with Whole Foods. Now we do it with Wheatsville, and we partner with a food pantry at University United Methodist Church. And we have now partnered with a cool organization called Save the Food Austin. They actually do this every single day. So we around Austin. So we partner with them on Saturdays at Wheatsville, and we get to provide food to people that are in need and that are food insecure. And I would just encourage everyone, I love to see every DOM volunteering once a year. If you can do it with a friend if you feel COVID safe with them. Otherwise, I like it because I get to make contact with everyone and talk to you when you volunteer, if you're a new volunteer. Stacy just put the link to sign up in the chat, and it's also on our Facebook private page in the menu on the side. So please sign up for that. I would really love that. And then another thing I just wanted to mention is this year, the holiday meal for the homeless is going to be on December 11th. And, it says 12/12, but I think it's 12/11/21. Oh no, that was last year, 12/12. And we did, I think, a really good job of making it COVID safe this past year. And I anticipate us being able to do that this year. So just look for an invitation to participate about a month before. And I will now ask Stephanie McClenny to talk about what else is going on with philanthropy this year.
I would love to. Of course, because of COVID, we've been rather limited in in-person things that we can do. In years past, we have done, and I've even participated just as a member of the philanthropy committee, not as chair, in the garden installation at Posada Esperanza. And if you haven't done that, I encourage you to do that. And we actually, we were in partnership with Green Corn Project, and they for the past little over a year, they haven't actually been doing any in-person installations. They've been donating plants and seeds and stuff, but kind of just doing drop-offs. And we were able to actually do an in-person mini garden installation at Posada this spring. And so that was really lovely. And I'm hoping to see if I can get something going for the fall, even if it's just something small. They were so appreciative, and just the folks that need to use those services, just for them to have fresh vegetables just out their door, and herbs and things like that, and growing things that that they might use in cooking. Sorry, this is Ocho. Hi. So anyway, I'm hoping to get something for the fall. So I will let you all know about that. We're actually participating in the annual fundraiser for the MRC, which is the Multicultural Refugee Coalition. They are doing their annual event this year. They were going to do a full-on event, but now they're doing a picnic style event. It's outside only. And 2 years ago, the DOMs participated in having a table and creating a bite out of the vegetables that are grown on the grounds of this wonderful organization. And we're doing that again, only we're going to be helping with the dessert. So they're going to be donating items, and a few of the DOMs are going to get together, and we're going to be pre-packaging a dessert item for the picnic, and they'll come pick them up and just serve them. So the DOMs actually won't be present at the event, but we'll have a presence at the event. And Abby Jane's going to help me with that on the pastry side, and then I'm going to grab a few more DOMs to help with maybe some packaging and things like that. So we're participating in limited ways, but we're doing stuff. So and then I lost the slide for some reason. Maybe my view changed.
I'll go back. Sorry.
I need prompts.
Just want your face bigger, you know?
Well, thank you. Thanks. Sunday afternoon. And then Tab's already gone over some of the other bullet points on this particular slide, but I'm super excited to really partner with her this year on the holiday dinner. She's I would say taking the brunt, but I know she super duper enjoys it. But she's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting and the legwork on that. So I'm excited to help her with that, have her transfer that over to me. And then also, I just want to say a huge thank you for, not that you're going anywhere, but just stepping up and doing the food run for all of these years and taking over for Pamela. And I know it's a labor of love for you. And thanks so much to all of the volunteers. And I'm hoping to change my schedule. Saturdays have always been super heavy for me personally, but I'm hoping to change things around where I can do a little bit more of the food run. And if you've never done it, it is the best way to make your own day by 7:45 a.m. I'm telling you. So please. And if you have any ideas, I've got a few other things in the works, but if you have any ideas for philanthropy or any input or just like to say hi, please reach out and also join our committee.
Thanks, Steph. And thank you for the food run plug. I don't think I got emotional enough with it, but it is a really special thing that we get to do, and you get to see the people that you're helping. And so it's to me, it's incredibly meaningful. Plus, we keep tons of food out of the landfill and the compost bin. Really cool. Okay, so next we have Ha. Ha, would you like to talk about the scholarship committee? We're gonna just speak about that for a minute or two.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Hi, thank you.
From the last big meeting we had. So we had a great cycle this year. Ended up giving out $22,000 total to 10 recipients.
Are you there, Ha?
Sorry, I think I might have goofed it.
Oh, hello.
Okay, no.
We can hear you. Thank you.
Yeah. So like I was saying, we gave away $22,000 to 10 recipients. Things are going really smoothly. Everyone's redeeming and on track to spend with their initial intent. So no one's being messed up by COVID this year, which is great. We were able to also extend some of the people from the last cycle to help them redeem as well. So things are going really great. And that's my update. We're getting ready to talk about internally kind of how to work Michelle Lee scholarship into the next cycle and how to make it work with and figure out all those details coming up soon. But that's pretty much it. Not so exciting, but if y'all have any questions, sorry.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Ha. We appreciate all your hard work on that. So next we're going to talk about programs, and Allison, would you please, Allison is our programs chair and she has done a wonderful job. Will you please talk to us a little bit about programs, ma'am?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. Hope you all are having a lovely Sunday. First, I just want to say thank you to the committee, Trish, Amy, Jessica, Jenna. They are just unbelievably incredible. And what we wanted to do with the programs is Zoom style events, quick 1-hour talks where, as you all know, this group of women are incredibly talented. So just kind of creating opportunities for us to share knowledge with one another. And some of the discussions we've had have been how to negotiate, how to find capital, just negotiating and figuring out all that is COVID right now and how all of our businesses have had to adjust. Recently, we did the ins and outs of CPG. One of my favorites was the Oh Snap Moments of Business, where it was just several women just being authentic and themselves and sharing the moments where maybe they lost heart or maybe things were a little bit more unique in how they kind of persevered. We did crisis management and communication and legalese. How we're posting about these events, the best way is through the MailChimp emails, which is basically what you got announcing about this particular meeting. If for whatever reason they can get stuck in spam, so if you're having any issues, feel free to just send me a direct message in the chat or email me, and I'd be happy to kind of double check to make sure that you are on the list. We also post via Instagram and Facebook, and then the LaDom's Google Calendar, which has been really amazing for me. I'm a Google Calendar, that's pretty much how I live my life. So it's been nice to have that. And then the other thing that I would say is if you have any ideas, if there's something that you want to talk about or something you'd want to share as you all are going through your careers and things that you wish somebody would have told you or you have questions for, please feel free. We are going to be kind of spacing them out a little bit more, but the next one will be end of October, and then we'll have another one in January. So we'll keep you updated on what they are. And then if you don't mind the next slide, I can't get to it. The biggest thank you that I would just like to say is for the presenters. I know we all have so much on our plates and things are crazy. But I am just so grateful that this group of women is always willing to show up for one another, to share their wisdom, share their ideas, and just always do it with grace and humility. So thank you to all of the women who have presented, and I can't wait for more. So.
Thank you, Allison. Okay. Next on our agenda is fundraising, and that is co-chaired by Tabitha Canarco and Monique Santua.
Bendecido domingo. Que descanses. Gracias.
If Tabitha Canarco or Monique would like to talk about it, Tabitha, that would be great. We'd love to hear about what you have to tell us about fundraising.
Hi, everybody. It's so good to see everybody. This year has been a challenge again because of COVID, but we pulled off some really fun events this year. Thank you to everyone who gave their time, money, product, and just showed up. We really appreciate you. So just kind of going through what we accomplished this year. So we had our holiday pop-up bake sale. I'm getting some background noise, sorry. Giving Tuesday, the Paella fundraiser. Let's see, the Pretty and Pita fundraiser, the Mother's Day gift box fundraiser, the Dame Pink tasting fundraiser. And then we've got our next big fundraising event coming up in September. It's the drive-in movie night. And I'm sorry, I keep getting some background noise. Can you guys hear me okay?
Sorry, I'm trying to mute.
Will everybody please make sure? Will everyone make sure that they're please mute, please, if you're not speaking. Thank you.
Thank you. It's perfect.
Thank you, Tabitha. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So far we've raised just over $16,000 with these events that we were able to hold. We're hoping to raise another $5,000 to $7,000 next month with our drive-in movie night. So we need your help, guys. Everybody go buy a ticket, please show up. Let's have some fun. It's an outdoor event. The Pioneer Farms can hold, I believe, up to like 200 cars. And then it allows up to 200 walk-in spaces for people as well. So go buy your tickets, share it online if you can. I think I'm going to offer the tickets to my team and have like a team building event just for Canolio that night. And then if you guys have any other ideas, please come to Monique and I and let us know. It's been, we're trying to rack our brain around, okay, what kind of events can we do that are safe, with COVID. We do have on the calendar for next year, the You Grill Girl event with scheduled in April. So of course, as long as, we're in a good spot and we can have it, a big event like that. So anyway, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's given their time and donated this year and come to us with ideas, because it has been a challenge. So, and to Monique for being a co-chair with me and to the PR team, the communications team. They've done an amazing job of getting the word out on all these events. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Tabitha. That is so exciting. I can't believe we raised $16,000 last year. That's
I
so
know.
way to go. Okay, so the next thing on our agenda is DEIB, and that is chaired by Lorena Lagaretta, and we are going to hear from Kendall Antonelli, who sits on the committee, about that today. Kendall?
Yeah, hi Doms, hi new Doms. We're so excited to have you. Hi old Doms, I miss you. Okay, yes, I just have to give props to Lorena because really she has brought all this to fruition. Jennifer Chang has been super active on the committee. I've touched base when I am able, but so this feels just false representation that I'm the one presenting this to you today, but neither one of them could be here. So I have to give props where it's due. For those of you who are curious, all of these committees you can join. You can join all of them. In fact, every one of us would love to have you. And my only statement out there is, at the end of the day, because we're all busy women and we know it, and there's no guilt trip whatsoever, but at each one of these events or committee meeting or this or that, it really usually ends up being around 3 women. So out of a group of 120. So the reason I say that is if you're interested in multiple things, join all of them. And then when you can show up because it will be so appreciated. Stacy, will you go back one slide for us? I just want to take the time to read this because I know we're all grown women and we can, but this is what we created 2 years ago. And the reason it's important to read it is we are actively trying to live this every day. We're going to make mistakes. We have unconscious bias. We don't realize how we're screwing up all the time. And so if you feel comfortable, it's not your job, but call us out on it, help us make it better, because this is an ongoing process every day, which we will be doing this work, hopefully until our dying days and continuing. So I just wanted to mention that diversity is, we often just lump it in the racial bucket, but it's not that. It's age diversity, it's industry. What we've looked at our membership and said, I remember a couple of years ago, we don't have any badass females in the beer industry. We got to change that. And so looking at everybody in food, beverage, and hospitality, where are we missing folks? So you can help us identify those holes. So anyway, diversity to us is in all the different ways we can include different lived experiences and be better for it. So the process of feeding people and nourishing our communities requires the work of many hands. Much like the acts of planting, harvesting, distributing, preparing, and serving food involve people of all races, ages, abilities, identities, and more, so too do we aim for the Austin chapter of Les Dames d'Escoffier International to be as representative of all hands that serve the hospitality industry. We are committed to making diversity, equity, and inclusion an integral part of our organization through our members' talents, resources, contributions, and community collaborations. Together, we will build an inclusive culture of belonging by offering everyone a seat at our table. All right. Next, Stacy, let's do it. So what did we do this year? We multiple virtual trainings. Paulina Artieda, the executive director of the New Philanthropists, led us in how to become an inclusive leader. Jamie Telfayan of Capital Area Counseling also took us through mental health care. I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Okay. Tam Hawkins, president of the Greater Austin Black Chamber of Commerce, led us in conversation. 4 of us from our chapter, Lorena, Jennifer Chang, myself, and DJ Lozada, gave a national table talks to international about our chapter's journey, which was just so that if anybody is concerned, did not say we were awesome. It said where we're doing the work and where we've identified opportunities to improve and missteps we've made along the way. And we've actually been asked to give that presentation in San Antonio at the conference. So come support us in that and feel free to speak to your own experience and help we can use us, if we figure, as an example of what has gone right and what has gone wrong and where we have to go. Other things just to note that in our collaborations, we've already talked about, we're trying to intentionally collaborate with other organizations like Multicultural Refugee Coalition and Posada Esperanza. So the work of DEIB shouldn't live on this committee. It should actually be embedded in everything else we're doing. So programs where the team has worked hard to make sure that different perspectives with different lived experiences are presenting in those programs, and that when we do book club, it's not all written by a white male who studied French cooking. And so that we're really expanding all the different ways that we can bring different perspective to the table. And that includes not only in social media, but where we represent, disseminate information about scholarships and all of that information. So thank you to the active committee members. We need more people. In fact, this committee becomes stronger the more voices there are on it. And so if you have any ideas, please let us know. Please help us do it and do it better. And with that, thank you. And thank you especially to Lorena and then Jennifer Chang, who've been really integral in this. What's coming up? I already told y'all we're doing that one table talks. We're going to do another membership survey. All this started out of 3 years ago. We took a demographic survey. Note that you opt into what you want to respond to, and it's not being used to be exclusionary. Instead, that information is used to identify where are we lacking and how do we not represent the Austin landscape. Cultural awareness in the kitchen. We're going to be launching a quarterly dinner series celebrating different cultural differences through food, looking for presenters, working on a DEIB resource page for all of our members, and continuing to evaluate everything we do through this lens. So thanks, y'all.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kendall. Gosh, that's so exciting about the committee, and I'm delighted that we are thinking and moving forward. So thank you for representing and talking about it today. Okay, coming up next, we are going to talk about PR and communications, and I would like to ask Denise to please fill us in. That would be great.
Oh, happy to. Thanks, Tabitha. It's great to see
Thank
everybody. Thank you for being here. The PR and Communications Committee has been fantastic. I appreciate all of their support because it takes a village to try to get as much publicity for the group as we can, to try to raise the profile of the chapter and a lot of the good that we're doing in the community, particularly with our scholarships and our events that support the scholarships. So I think we've had pretty good success in getting coverage for what we've been doing with Les Dames, and we'll continue to do what we can. We all know the media landscape has changed a lot. So I also want to thank Jackie for the amazing work she's done with social, with Facebook and Instagram, because that really helps us get the word out about our programs and the events. I appreciate all the people on the committee who have written Dom spotlights, because we want to feature all of our great members that we have in the chapter. So it's a real easy lift to put one of those together. So if you're a writer and inclined to help out and get some publicity for our members, please join the committee and support Anna, who's going to be taking it over since I go off the board after this meeting. But yes, Anna, Jackie, Katie, Anastasia, who keeps our website current and amazing. Thank you so very much. I can't see the rest on this chart, but I'm pretty sure it was Courtney Niddle, Sam Davidson, and I'm sure I'm forgetting someone, but the committee's been amazing, and just thank you very much. But join the communications committee, please.
Thank you, Denise, and thank you for serving us so well for all this time. I just wanted to offer Anna's coming in as our new chair, and I wanted to see if she wanted to say anything, or we can move on.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll make
you,
it.
Anna.
I'll make it really quick. Thank you so much, Tabitha, and a big thank you to Denise. What giant shoes to fill, honestly. It's only because of her leadership and the leadership of other DOMs in the past that have created like this open communication between the committees and what they're doing and PR and communications. Like, we don't know what you're doing until you tell us. And so I really appreciate that everyone's so good at letting everyone know what you're up to, which is really helpful. So a few things that we're going to be working on in the future. We have the new member press release coming out. Tab, I'll get with you about that later. all the great member spotlight updates that Denise started. We're going to be doing more of that. Definitely want to help support the scholarship committee on the Michelle Lee work. We definitely want to help there. Obviously, holiday meal for the homeless, we'll be promoting that. And then get ready. The gift guide is around the corner. The holiday gift guide, which is so much fun to pull together. But it's a really great way for us to highlight all of you who do great work in the community and have something to sell online that we can promote. And this usually gets picked up. It is a lot of work to pull everything together, get photos and descriptions and everything, but it's really rewarding because then we can show the media and consumers, hey, look at this great group of women who are doing really amazing things. Let's go buy stuff from them. So definitely heed the call whenever you see those emails come from our team, because we want to promote you and your business throughout the holiday. So that's really it.
Thank you, Anna. Okay, that is exciting. Y'all have been working so hard and we all appreciate it so much. Okay, so the next thing we're going to cover is membership. And I'm sure many of you know that we have had a directive from our international organization to consider changing how we invite new members to our organization. And so we opted this year to go ahead and be early adopters of this new way of being, which is rather than being an invitation only organization, we are now going to allow women to apply of their own volition. And we just have the same requirement of 5 years of experience. And we require that you show that you are a leader. And we have a pretty extensive application that the membership committee worked on updating and getting ship shape, just using the wonderful existing application that had been worked on by Jessica and Kendall last year. And I just wanted to say thank you to our committee members, everybody that came to a meeting. Y'all can see they're listed on the slide, but we really appreciate their work. Everyone worked together to get the application updated and also to look at all the new members. And we talked about everyone. We're really excited to induct this large group of women into our organization and super excited to see where they're going to plug in and get to know them. Yeah, so we'll get to that in a little while. But for now, we are going to move on to Sarah Hurd, our treasurer. She is going to update us on the state of our financials. Could I ask you are you available for that, Sarah?
I am.
Thank
I'll
you.
be sweet. Finance is not like the most exciting thing. I don't have any fun, beautiful pictures. But this year we've migrated most of our payments, especially scholarships, to a Venmo-based system, which has been really great. I think just about every one of our scholarships recipients had a Venmo, and it was easy for them, and it made tracking it really easy because it integrates with QuickBooks very well. Monthly payments, so things that recur, I've transferred them to an automatic schedule. That way there's no chance of eliminating or of missing those payments. And then we're migrating away from PayPal right now because there's definitely the charges are going up. So that's a big thing. Again, not super fun stuff. I'm going to begin, I have a huge box of paper documents from before we started putting everything online. So we're getting ready to scan that in. I finally got my scanner working, and we'll keep the paper documents, but we're going to have them all in the Dropbox. This is our balance sheet. Not very fun, but we've got in total assets 107 and liabilities are 28, so that gives us about 78 to play with. This is give or take a little bit. I do need to reconcile the account, but it's pretty close.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Or do you have something else to add?
You're totally good. Thank you.
Okay, great. All right. So we have what I'm going to go over next is just what's coming up. It occurs to me also, I don't know if I introduced myself at the beginning of the meeting, but I'm Tabitha Stevens. I'm first vice president, and have been doing membership this year. And so what's coming up is we have our new DOMs that we're going to induct today. Normally we would pin you, but since we're not together in person, expect to see those in your mailbox coming up. Our next event is the book club on September 14th. And that is, I've participated in a couple of them. They've been really fun. And that is Maribel still doing that? Is she here? Okay, maybe not. But
Maribel is doing it, and she did just post in the Facebook group on it for anybody interested.
Okay, rad. Thank you, Kendall.
It's actually on the 12th. Second.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. And what's the book this time?
I'm waiting for people's poll. It's the majority vote.
Okay, so everybody get on there and vote if you want to participate, but I know that it'll be really fun. So that's just like a fun way we can all get together. Thank you. Okay, we also have the drive-in movie night, which Tabitha talked about earlier. That's at Pioneer Farms. We're going to be seeing Wonder Woman. We have a lot of wonderful things to consume there. So everybody come get a ticket and bring your family. It'll be COVID safe. We have the MRC dinner Wednesday, September 29th that Stephanie talked about. We have coming up, we've done a mentor program this year, and Trish has been heading that up, I think with Kelly Nutt, and they did have a meeting. We're waiting to get, they're going to have a happy hour at the end of the month in order to get some feedback on how that's gone. And we can't wait to see how that program grows and changes as we step out into it, since this is kind of our first venture. We also have on Sunday, October 3rd, I think this is put together by Denise, a joint tasting with the San Antonio Doms. Is that right, Denise? And that's at Pedernales Cellars. So you could take a little drive out and do some delicious wine tasting. We'd love to see you there. And then we have the holiday dinner on December 11th. And we'd love to see you sign up for food runs. But as Allison was talking about, make sure that you're getting those MailChimp invitations so that you can see the newsletter, and make sure that you are getting all of the hookups on the information so that you know what's going on. We would love to see everyone. Okay. One other thing I did want to mention is that there will be a new member orientation. Kim Hanks is here, and she is going to be stepping into my position in the future, and she and I will do a membership orientation for the new members, and that'll be sometime in October. You'll receive an invitation, but we just want to make sure you know how to get involved, and know that we're excited to have you here. Okay, I think we are ready to introduce our new members. I'm excited. Okay. So the first person I'm just going to invite each of our new members to say a few words about themselves. And if they're not here, we'll see the slide and acknowledge their induction. But first, we're going to start with Allison Rittman. Allison, are you here? Let me see.
I am here.
Seems like we might be having some technical difficulties. Welcome, Allison. We are so glad to have you. Maybe we can come back to you in a few minutes. Can anybody hear Allison? Are you there? Okay, we'll come back. Oh. Okay, we'll try again in a few minutes if you don't mind, Allison. That would be great. So next we have Catherine Stiles. Welcome, Catherine. Would you like to say a few words about yourself? We'd love that.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for including me in this amazing group of women. It's always refreshing to see all of these talented women coming together and doing some good things. So yes, for all of those that I don't know, I am Catherine Stiles. My husband and I owns Style Switch Barbecue and the Switch restaurants here in Austin. I am also the founder of a CPG beverage brand called Barbecue Wife. We make handcrafted cocktail mixers, basically in a better way. My most important job is I am a mom of 2 young, very busy little girls that are 8 and 9. They're 16 months apart, so there are 2 years of my life that I absolutely do not remember, but I'm still standing, and I'm very excited to be here and jump in and help where I can.
Wonderful. Thank you, Catherine. We're so glad to have you. Next, we have Cece Lassiter, and welcome, Cece.
Hi, thank you. I'm Cece. I'm the founder of Pegboards, but I've been hearing about the DOMs for a long time from all of you wonderful Whole Foods ladies. I spent a few years at Whole Foods in the marketing department. And before that, I worked with local farmers and producers in Virginia with an online grocery company. And I was a cook for a few years. So I've kind of bounced around all different aspects of the food world. And I'm really excited to join all of you badass ladies in this space.
Thank you, Cece. We're so glad you're here. Next, we have Christina Crean. Welcome, Christina. Is she here?
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm on my phone right now. I
you're
just
great.
got back into town about a half hour ago, and I'm on my way to just pick up my dogs right now. So I'm a bit mobile, but I'm so excited to have made it onto this call and to be a part of this team. Miriam Parker introduced me to the Austin chapter of the DOMs, and I've been wanting to join for a couple years now. So I'm just really excited to finally be a member and get to know everybody and contribute what I can.
Thank you, Christina. We also have another Christina who wasn't able to make it today, but we are delighted to welcome her. She works at Central Market and can't wait to get to know her better. So we'll say welcome out into the ethers to her. Next, we have Danielle Mendoza. Danielle, are you here?
Yes, I am. Can everybody hear? Good.
We can hear you well. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Hi, I'm Danielle. I work at Central Market, obviously. I have been with Central Market for about 9 years. I was a specialty grocery manager, and now I'm one of the store directors here at the South Austin location. I love food. I love people. I love feeding people. I have a 4-year-old son. His name is Jax. Trying to get him involved in cooking and eating, and super exciting. But yeah, other than that, I love traveling. I am obsessed with cookbooks. I love meeting people, and I am just so over the moon excited to be a part of an organization circling around food and service to our community. So thank you all for having me. And yes, that's a leg lamp in the background. If you can see it, don't know, in my boss's office right now. So
awesome. Thank you, Danielle. We're so glad to have you. Okay, next we have Denise Silverman. Welcome,
Hi,
Denise. Hi.
Hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, great. Hi, I'm Denise Silverman. I'm the executive director at the Wine and Food Foundation. I am super excited to be a part of this group. I've been talking to Denise Clark about it for many months now, and was so excited to hear when the new applications came around. Some really wonderful people that I've come to know in my past life and also in the past year and change since I've been at the foundation. Before this, I was a director of sales and marketing at Marquee Event Group. And before that, I owned Clink Events, which is an event production agency here in Austin for about the past 17 years. I am originally from New York. I've been in Austin for just about 20 years now. And I have a 15-year-old high schooler son, which is a journey. And I am just really excited to be a part of this group and to participate in some of these amazing committees. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Denise. We're so glad. This is so exciting. Emily Stengel is our next new member. Thank you for coming, and please tell us about yourself, Emily.
Hi, thank you for the kind welcome. My name is Emily, and I first want to say thank you for welcoming me to the committee. I've been observing with much respect the contributions that you've made to the community and the community that you've built within this organization. So I'm really excited to be a Dom. I come from a large scale event background, and as most facets of my life apply, I've always had a strong emphasis on food. So I've been plugging small food businesses into large events for several years, and now I'm also a partner in a small food company here in Austin called Casero Austin. So thanks again for having me, and I'm excited to contribute.
Welcome. Thank you, Emily. Okay, next we have Hope first. Welcome, Hope. We're so glad you're here. Would you like to talk about yourself, please?
Yeah. Hi, y'all. I'm so excited to be a part of this organization. I've seen so many awesome people a part of it through the years, and I'm just glad to be with such a fun crew. My background is in all areas of food. I used to work for a food distribution company, and I was the catering director for the Peach Tortilla, and then started managing food and beverage brands. But then through that, I started a company called The Elephant Table, and we do collaborative dinner parties and pop-up events for a lot of food and beverage brands. And I'm also the sponsor manager for Hot Luck, which is happening next year. We hope, we think. And yeah, and then I guess I'm technically a co-owner of Cilantro Barbecue. My husband is the founder, but I can't take too much. I can't take too much for that.
Cool. Well, thanks for giving us the inside scoop. All right. Thank you. Next, we have Karen Killow to welcome. Welcome, Karen. Would you like to talk about yourself, please?
Hi, y'all. My name's Karen. I'm so happy to be here. I've known a couple of you over the years, and I just am so excited to get to know more of you, be around all these awesome women. I come from such a male-dominated industry that needs some more female power. I'm the co-founder of Vista Brewing. We're a brewery, restaurant, farm, and apiary in Driftwood. So I'm really happy to be here and to get involved.
Welcome. We're excited for you to be here too. Thank you. Next, we have Katrina Ferraro to welcome. Welcome, Katrina. We're so glad you could join us. Will you please tell us about yourself? Are you here, Katrina? We got a big group of ladies. Okay, well, I am not seeing her, but in the participants, but we are delighted to welcome Katrina and can't wait to get to know her. Next, we have Keela Hunt, and I didn't know if you wanted to go by Key or Keela. But welcome, we're so glad to have you. Will you tell us about yourself, please? Okay, I guess she's not here either. We will welcome her and look forward to getting to know her. Our next new inductee is Kristen Strong. Welcome, Kristen. Will you tell us about yourself, please?
Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, I woke up with a little bit of a cold this morning.
I'm sorry. Hope you feel better.
I know. I've been sleeping all day, as much as I can. But yeah, I've always loved food. I studied nutrition in college and went to culinary school shortly after, and then opened a food truck with my husband. Well, we weren't married at the time, but back in 2012 and 2013, and then we pivoted to become a CPG company and have been working on that for pretty much since 2016. Have done catering off and on, and then I have a 3-year-old, so that's been my main focus for the last 3 years, pretty much, because 3-year-olds take up a lot of time. But the last 2 weeks she's been in daycare, so that's been good.
Awesome. I think a lot of us can relate to that. Yeah. Welcome. We're glad to have you.
A little bit of freedom the last two, so I'm glad she started some pre-K.
Nice. Well, thank you. We're glad to have you. Thank you. Okay, next we have Kristen Collins. Welcome, Kristen. We're glad to have you. Will you tell us about yourself?
Hi, yes, and I must apologize. I also woke up this morning with a little bit of a cold, and my voice goes in and out and squeaks at times. So if I squeak, I'm sorry.
We don't mind.
So I'm Kristen. I'm originally from Lubbock, but I've been in Austin here for a while. I also lived in England for a bit of time, and that kind of gave me my idea to start my patisserie, Fluff Meringues and More, here in Austin a couple years ago. I am the sole owner. I don't really have any business partners, so I keep busy with everything. And I have a dog here in town. Her name's Trollope McSqueaksalot. You might have seen her here earlier. She had her little head going on right here. But yeah, I run my bakery and try to keep my head above water. We do have a few CPG products that we have currently as well, and we're going to come out with some more. So I kind of juggle all of that at the same time. And I'm super excited to be here. Thank you all for having me. I've heard about this for a long time, and I'm really excited to be a part of it and to give back to the community that has given me so much over the past couple of years.
Thank you. Well, we're delighted to have you. Next, we have Leah Durton. Leah, hi, welcome.
Hi, guys. Thanks so much. Really excited to be here. My name's Leah. I am born and raised here in Austin, so definitely have always followed the food community ever since I, could pay for a meal myself, and really excited to be working in this industry now. I run marketing for 5 wine brands under the William Chris Wine Company umbrella. So William Chris Vineyards, Lost Draw Cellars, Grower Project, Skeleton Key, and Yes We Can, which is our canned rosé brand. It's a really fun industry. It's my first time really diving into the hospitality industry, but I absolutely love it. Before this, I was with Yeti and had a great opportunity there to work on a lot of the community involvement that that wonderful Austin-based brand does in the hospitality space as well. And am a mother to a 3-year-old spunky, bright, beautiful little girl. And we live in Southwest Austin, and I am so excited to meet all of you guys that I have not met yet. I see several of you that I do know, so it's really exciting to see some familiar faces too, and eager to work alongside you all to accomplish the goals of this great organization. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Thank you. Okay, next we are welcoming Lena Ognayanova. Did I say it correctly?
Yeah, that's correct. Hi.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Hi.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I would love to get to know everybody. My name is Lena. I'm originally from Bulgaria. I'm the founder of Organic Eats for Kids. We prepare organic and healthy lunches for kids, and we deliver to homes, to daycares, and to schools. I also have a toddler. He's 5 years old boy. We love cooking together, and yeah, we are having fun. Thank you so much for having me in this chapter.
We're so glad to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we would like to welcome Lindsay Leroy. Welcome to the Doms. Would you please tell us about yourself?
Sure. And of course, this is Frankie, just jumped up on my lap. But hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm really excited to be here. I see a lot of familiar faces. So I'm really honored to be a part of this amazing group. I am a freelance publicist. I've been in the Austin PR industry for about 10 years. I am a partner in The Rind, which is a PR agency dedicated to CPG brands. I'm also a co-owner of Leroy and Lewis, which is a barbecue truck in South Austin. And we have a new brand, Mama Fried, which is serving up outlaw fries down in South Austin. So again, I'm really excited to be here, and I'm excited to see everybody in person, and really looking forward to some of the volunteer events coming up during the rest of the year.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Next, we have Mari Soto. Welcome. We're so glad to have you. Will you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Yeah, hello, I'm Mari. I'm really excited to be here. I have been admiring this whole group closely and from afar, not in a creepy way, in an admirational way, for a long time. So I'm really excited to be here. Yeah, so I grew up in San Antonio and lived there until I was about 20. Moved here, have been here for 15 years, worked for Whole Foods for 11 years. In the last 6 years since I left Whole Foods, I've done a lot of work to learn about different nutritional diets and how to help people on the food end of bettering their lives. And so I have done a lot of work with vegan food, plant-based diets, and just however I can help. So that's transitioned me into becoming a private chef, which I've been doing now full-time for a year. I did it a few years ago for a couple of years and then stepped back from it because I was overwhelmed. And so now I'm back in it, and I travel and private chef as well. And yeah, it's been a really amazing experience. I love sharing food with people. It's my passion. It's my love language. And I love meeting new people. So I'm excited to be here, and I have a cute dog. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. We're glad to have you. Okay, so our next new Dom is Mary Gonzalez. Mary, we'd love to hear from you, please.
Hi, everyone. Well, my voice is raspy as well, but it's from allergies. It'll probably be gone in a couple days. But my name is Mary Gonzalez. I'm the South Texas brand steward market manager for Uncle Nearest Whiskey. It's pretty new to South Texas, so that's why I'm here. I'm originally from San Antonio. Uncle Nearest is the first African-American female-owned spirit in brand history. And also our all-executive female team is the first in a brand history. So it's a great company, just a family full of love. So if you see me out in the market, you know, we have some Tito's friends, some wine people. I think it'll be a good mix. Like I mentioned, new to Austin, I just adopted a rescue dog this morning. So he's behind me asleep on the couch. His name is Graham. And I'm excited just to meet everyone. Thank you, Miriam, for nominating me. And the La Dame bug was put in my ear. My good friends and mentors in San Antonio, Blanca Aldaco and Deanna Barrios, they have been there since day one, and they have been kind of pushing me to do it. And I'm just excited to be here.
Well, thank you. We're so glad you're here too. Our next new Dom is Mary Helen Leonard McNally. Mary Helen, could we hear from you, please, ma'am? Let's see if we're here. Let me see her. Okay. Well, we are looking forward to meeting Mary Helen. Our next new Dom is Melinda Reese. Welcome, Melinda. We'd love to hear from you. Well, let's see. Looks like she's on. Welcome, Melinda. We're so glad to hear from you. Or would you like to share?
I had to unmute it. Happy Sunday, y'all. Everyone's doing good out there. My name is Melinda Reese. I go by Reese. I am the co-owner of Huckleberry Hospitality, and we are we're kind of a triple tier. We do event production, catering, and we just launched a food truck last year called Huckleberry in North Austin across from the new soccer stadium. So that's been an adventure. And other than that, I'm just happy to be on the team and looking forward to what's coming this next year.
We're so glad to have you, and we look forward to getting to know you.
Absolutely.
Next, our newest Dom to welcome is Morgan Perry. Morgan, can we hear from you, please?
Hey guys, can you see me? Are you guys there?
We got some confirmations. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Morgan. I am actually in New Braunfels today, so I'm also on my phone, kind of out in the world. But I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for introducing me to this chapter, Denise Clark. I started working in food and beverage back in 2006 in New York City at an agency. I mostly worked on the wine and spirits team, and then I fell in love with wine on a trip to Chile and kind of transferred over to just working on wine, public relations. And then I have been doing that as a consultant for the last 4 years or so. And then I also started Vino Vinyasa Yoga. I became a yoga teacher after I quit my full-time job in New York. And now we do events all around Austin, combining wine education and yoga. You may have seen us around at the Four Seasons, the Fairmont, Fall Creek Winery. We work with William Chris a lot. Hi, Leah. So yeah, it's been great. And I'm super excited to be a part of the chapter and do all these fun events and contribute. And nice to meet everyone. I can't wait to see everyone in person one day soon. So thank you.
It's nice meeting you, Morgan. Welcome. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Next up, we have our newest Dom is Olivia Rodriguez. Olivia, would you please share with us a little about yourself?
Sure. Hi there. Thank you so much for inviting me today. And I'm really excited. And I just have to say, a year ago, I stood before you as a recipient of a scholarship. And when you all got together to take that picture, I thought, oh man, what an honor it would be to be part of that group. So here I am today.
We love that.
To share a little bit about myself, I've been a culinary educator for 15 years in a classroom, in a high school classroom. So I teach in commercial kitchens. And I teach because a teacher changed my life. In Bowie High School, I got into culinary arts and I fell in love with it and have been in kitchens ever since. I've been a director of food service with Aramark, and so all different paths, but always with food. And recently I've moved into, I just got my master's in education, and I've recently become an assistant principal of a school. And I work with career programs still, but my overall goal is to continue up the chain there to Texas Education Agency to continue to impact education for students across the state to ensure that they all have opportunities to pursue the careers that are important.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Thank you so much.
you.
We're delighted to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, so next up we have Rachel Johnson. Welcome, Rachel. Will you please talk to us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. I feel like I've been campaigning to be a Dom for a while now, and I'm just really excited to be a part of such a really esteemed group of women. And what a class to be a part of too. So that's very exciting. My personal food background has encompassed my entire career. I've completed fellowships at America's Test Kitchen in Boston, Bon Appetit magazine, Cooking Light magazine. And a couple years ago, I wrote, shot, and developed my first cookbook. Unicorn Food is what it's called. And then in Austin, I serve as Easy Tiger's marketing manager. It has been quite a year, as we can all attest to. So it's just really exciting to really cap off the past year with this really big accomplishment. So I'm really proud and to be joining this with a bunch of my awesome friends. So I just wanted to say hello. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. We're so glad you're here. Welcome. I like that you've been campaigning. Your campaign has been accepted. Welcome.
It was the You Grill Girl event. That was the one that really confirmed it for me. So kudos to y'all.
Thank you. We love to hear that. Okay, next up we have Sarah Mardambigi. I don't believe she's here. She was traveling today. She was going to try her best, but she is a co-owner of Nixta Taqueria over on the east side, and we can't wait to get to know her and learn more about her. After that, we have Sheila Garcia is our next new member. Sheila, are you here? I didn't check to see, but welcome. Can we hear from you? Awesome.
Oh, hey everyone. I'm trying to get my video going here, but I am stoked to be part of this team and group. I have been watching, I guess, like Marty said, not in a creepy way, but from afar, and known a handful of ladies who have been part of this organization for a while, and I'm stoked to be joining with such an amazing group. I have a background in a myriad of things, mostly promotions and marketing, but my true passion comes with working within the community. And so I've been part of the craft beer industry here in Austin for 6 years, worked at Hops and Grain for 4 years. I helped open Holdout Brewing downtown during the pandemic last May. And then earlier this year, Austin Beer Works posted that they were hiring their first ever director of hospitality, and I could not pass that up. So threw my name in the hat, and I've been there for a little over 3 months now, and I'm looking forward to just giving my time and passion to this organization. So thank y'all for having me.
Radical, welcome. We're so glad to have you. Okay, next up we have Steph Shapira. Steph, will you please unmute and tell us about yourself? Welcome, we're glad to have you.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, definitely some familiar faces, lots of fellow new members that I know we've been talking about, like, how do we get in? How does this work? And now here we are. But yeah, so I'm originally from Houston, and then I lived in New York for 10 years before moving to Austin. I have done PR since around 2004, but kind of in between all of that, I went to NYU, got a master's in food studies, and wrote a thesis on kolaches, as this bio says here, because I was homesick for Texas. And I also done some food writing, research, worked with food museums. And now I own two businesses, one Steph Shapira Consulting, which is PR and really just consulting in the communications realm, mostly for restaurants. And then I am also a partner in The Rind that focuses on CPG with Lindsay Leroy, who we saw earlier. And yeah, all about building community and educating people more about food and really like food systems and all the really like deep things that people don't think of, you know, beyond enjoying the food on their plate. So excited to see how I can be part of this group and do more for the local community. So yeah, thanks for having me.
So cool. Well, thanks so much. Nice to meet you and welcome. Next up, our next inductee is Tara Chapman. Welcome, Tara. We're so glad to have you. Will you please tell us about yourself?
Yeah, hi everybody. I own Two Hives Honey, which is a honey and beekeeping business here in Austin. We are truly local, which is very rare in my business. Most honey companies actually aren't beekeepers, nor do they actually produce the honey in the area in which they say they do. But we are, all of our hives are within 20 miles of downtown. And then we do classes and experiences. We love to teach people about bees. So I'm really excited to be here. I'm new as a member, but not new to the amazing benefits of this organization. I actually won the local chapter scholarship 3 years ago, which allowed us to launch a new offering. That's how we started doing our honey sensory classes. And then last year, I won the National Legacy Award in Agriculture. And I just completed my trip to the Sacramento Valley in June. It was delayed because of COVID. And I can honestly say, it was probably one of the most fulfilling weeks I've had in a decade. It was the most like fellowship and fun that I've had with women in a really long time. So if y'all know anyone that's not quite a member yet, I strongly encourage you to let them know about that award and apply for that because it was amazing. So I'm really excited to be here.
Awesome. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you. And that's really cool that you got a legacy award and we're just delighted. Okay, our next new member is Micah McCook. I'm not sure, I didn't see your name on the chat, but maybe you're here on a phone. Are you here, Micah? Give her a second. I guess we're not going to hear from her today, but welcome, Micah. We're so glad to have you and get to know you. Okay, let me see. I'm sorry, okay, I think the last new member we have is Tina Stamos. Welcome, Tina. Would you like to tell us about yourself? Tina, I'm not seeing her on the chat either, but there are several phone numbers, so I'm wondering if we have some people lurking. So Allison Rittman, I don't know if you're here. Would you like to try again to tell us a little bit about yourself? We'd love to hear from you.
I am. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Yes, please.
Okay. Technology, right?
For sure.
Good.
For sure.
So my name is Allison Rittman, and my connections to Les Dames are very personal. Over 25 years ago, I was a scholarship recipient when I was a student at the Culinary Institute of America. and it really changed my opportunities when I was there as a student. So it's something I've always held close to my heart, and I'm really looking forward to connecting to this local group and learning more about the local food industry. I'm a food consultant and a research chef, so I really look forward to seeing what everybody else does. It sounds fascinating. It sounds like a really interesting group of women, and I'm excited to get involved.
Well, welcome. Thank you. Are there any other of the other new members that might be here now that we didn't get to hear from? Okay. I just want to say on behalf of the DOMs, welcome. We're so delighted to have you. We can't wait to get to know you. And if you'll just be looking in the next few weeks, you'll receive an invitation to the member orientation. And please get in touch with me, or if you have a friend Dom, if you have any questions. We just can't wait to get to know you and have you become active participants in this fun organization. As you can tell, we all have such a blast together. So welcome. Okay, so I think just a few more pieces of just like boxes to tick. One is to make sure that you're getting our communications, please, everybody. We want to see and hear from everybody. And Stacy, do you want to take over now, or do you want me to talk about? Okay, great. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful Sunday.
Thanks, Tabitha. Hold on, I think I have two sounds going. 1 second, sorry. Okay. Hey guys, it's Stacy Franklin. I'm the chapter president. I served as the president last year. I'll be serving another year. And so I was going to talk a little bit about how we communicate. Almost exclusively through email at this point in our lives. So we send out emails mostly through MailChimp. Sometimes they can go to spam. If you feel like you haven't heard from us, look in your spam box. If you don't know where your spam box is or what that means, email me. I love to help you find things, because I'm, slightly challenged myself sometimes, but so secondly, we have a member Facebook page. It's private. I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook, but it is one of the places that I go, and I will post things about what's coming up. I will ask questions of fellow DOMs, that type of thing. So even if you don't get on Facebook all the time, you should try to join our private group. I've tried to add all the new members, but unfortunately I have to be friends with you to add you. So if I couldn't find you, you don't exist, or we're not already friends, I couldn't add you to the private group. But you can find it on Facebook and you can request to be added yourself. So if you haven't received a request and you want to get into the private Facebook group, please take that step to do that. The other way we communicate is we have a monthly board meeting. It's not closed off to members. So if you feel like you're, sort of on what's going on with DOMs, I feel like I haven't heard anything, nothing's happening, and you want to just pop into our monthly board meeting, you can do that as well. The private Facebook page, I think, is called, I think it's Les Dames Austin, Les Dames de Escoffier Austin Members Group.
I just linked it, Stacey, in the chat.
Olivia was asking in the chat. So that's how we communicate. I think that we've thought about other more technical ways to communicate. I don't think we're going to be on Slack anytime soon unless everyone said they wanted to do that, those types of things. So if you want to just respond to emails, read emails, that sort of thing. And if you feel like you're just not involved enough and you want to be, let one of us know on the board, and we can work and find ways in which we can make you feel more involved. And I know there's so much work to do that we're all doing within the board and within the committees as well. there's a way for everybody to take part for sure. The website has a good bit of information. We will be updating the member page within the next few weeks just to add all of our new members. And so if you don't know, sometimes it's like, who's the Dom? Look on the member page, we'll update it, and it just gives you a really good idea of how large our group has become. It's doubled in size in the last few years. I think it was we had around 60 people, probably, I think like in 2013, it was probably 60 something people. And now, you know, we're in the 150s. So I guess that's more than double. I'm glad I'm not the treasurer. But yeah, so there's a lot of people, a lot of DOMs to get to know, and, you know, don't be afraid to reach out to people. I'll be sharing our updated DOMs list with contact information as well, so that you can feel like you have it in your own hands to contact each other. So that's all about how we communicate. Let me try to get back to my slide. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. I think I've lost it. All right. Committees, we have a few. I think there's around 8 committees that you can sign up for. I think that we would prefer it if you just signed up for one. Kendall's laughing. But I'll be sharing that as well, a way to sign up and also read through the descriptions of what committees do and who heads them up. We also have a chair of care. We've had Johanna has been our chair of care for a long time. And now Stephanie McClenny is stepping in to add some support to her. So we have so many DOMs now. And so what the chair of care does is support our members who are celebrating different milestones or people suffering through different types of challenges. So their names will also be on our contact form. And if you have any care that you need assistance or a fellow DOM, reach out to Stephanie McClenny or Johanna Brown about that. And then hold on 1 second. I'm going to try to share my screen again on my other computer. One moment. Sorry. Is there anything so far that we've forgotten? Anything major?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. I'm slightly having technical difficulties today. Okay. So as we are welcoming new board members, we're also going to be giving appreciations to some that are stepping off of the board. Our first is Denise Clark. And Denise has been on the board for many years. I believe she was on the board at one point and left the board and came back again. Is that right, Denise?
I can't remember.
She may not be unmuted.
No, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, one.
I don't think I was on the board, but I was involved. I worked a lot with Christy and Natanya, and yeah, I've been around a while.
I think it's at any rate, Denise has been the communications chair and created this way of getting it all together with our social media and reaching out to any type of PR that's needed to be done. We have taken it to the next level with Denise. And so we just want to give you our thanks because you've done such a great job. So she's going to be rolling off, and Anna Towson will be taking over for her. So thank you, Denise. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. It's been awesome.
We also, my next slide, what's wrong with my slides? Jackie Letelier has been on our board for several years as well. And Jackie has been doing our social media and has done such a great job. It always looks great, and she's on top of it for sure. On top of having, you know, like everyone in this chapter of working women, finds time to do her extra work in her free time, of which she probably has none. But it's been such a pleasure, Jackie. Thank you. I don't see Jackie, but
Here. Hi.
she might be in there somewhere. So thank you, Jackie. Maggie Perkins is gonna, hey, Jackie.
I'm here. Hi.
Maggie Perkins is gonna be taking over. And
I'm so excited.
I am too. So thank you to Jackie. Okay, and one more. Sorry, y'all. I'm having multiple computer problems. Oh, Tabitha, who, thank you so much for leading this meeting and being the first vice president, and you've just been such a great person to have next to me and helpful. So thank you so much. I know you're still going to be doing coordinating the food run and all that sort of stuff. So thank you.
My pleasure.
I think that's it for the meeting, unless anyone has anything else. I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
Just gonna.
And
Hey, Stacy, it's Joy.
anybody have anything they want to add?
Hey, Stacy.
Yes.
It's Joy. I'm just hoping to see folks in San Antonio. That was all.
Hey, Joy.
And at the dinner and everybody, that's all.
Yes, I hope so too. The International has said that they will continue with the conference and also has some requirements for mask wearing and vaccinations. So if anyone's undecided, I think you can decide later if you want. Decide now, decide later, decide on the Wednesday, the day before. You know, it'd be fun.
That's the beauty of it being in San Antonio.
Exactly.
Yeah, just because I didn't know for a while, in case other new DOMs don't know, there's an annual international conference, but it's like Seattle, or it's often places that can be cost prohibitive to get to, and it's not a cheap or an inexpensive conference. So just the fact that it is in our back door, our backyard, I don't know, whatever, it's close, is a good, if you want to partake in it, or if anybody needs assistance to try to reach out. But it's a good opportunity just because it is close. And I know
it's so fun.
And some of our DOMs have like the first panel on, is it Friday morning, y'all? Friday mornings, the panel on diversity and inclusion. And it's got you guys on it, and it's already full. Just so you know, I got told that. Yep, I got told that this week. Kendall and Dee and Trish, and who else? Is it just the three of y'all? There's one more?
Oh, Jennifer Chang and Lorena.
Oh, and Lorena, yeah, and Jennifer. So that one was already full, and I made them put me on it anyway. And so yeah, so our folks are there. So very first panel.
And because we're all last minute, but just expect that, and Delta sucks, but
Well, if there is nothing else, thank you guys so much for joining us, sadly virtually, but I'm glad to see all of y'all. I don't even, there's so many screens of faces that I don't even know what's happening. So that's always a good sign, but it's great to see y'all. Hopefully in real life, we can have some kind of mixer and get to know everybody better. So thanks so much. And welcome again, all the new members.
Thank you, Stacy, for your leadership.
All right, guys, have a good Sunday. Thanks for spending your time with us.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.